Hey vinyl community, it's Andy coming at you still from Canada, from London, Ontario. Um, Show a couple things that I picked up from a guy who travels around selling records on campuses here in Ontario, and I found some amazing deals from this guy this semester. Some of them I've already taken back to Texas. I got a Ornette Coleman on ESP discs from him for a record I've been looking for a long time, and some other random stuff for like $5. What's great about the guy is it's Campus Discs on Facebook for any people in Ontario who live near a university. His prices are essentially $5 or $10. He's all about turnover. You know, he wants to sell stuff so he doesn't have to carry it around, and so you'll find some amazing deals. And I think he cross-subsidizes the people looking for cool stuff on the teenagers who are buying, I don't know, Simon and Garfunkel records that you could find every day at Goodwill or at a garage sale for $5, $10 each. So one of the ones I found was this Canadian pressing of the Jackie McLean Quintet. I think this is the Canadian version of the first Prestige record of McLean. I'm not exactly sure. But this has Waldron on piano, McLean, and then Donald Byrd on trumpet. So that's a really cool it's kind of cool jazz actually, or bop. Not like Jackie's more avant garde stuff that came later. I have a really hard time finding his avant-garde stuff, even though I love that. So I was happy to find anything from him. Another one I bought from this guy. So he has some jazz, but mostly rock, and some blues. But I found this copy of New Order Substance. This is Canadian pressing. It's got the embossed cover, so I don't know how that relates to the UK pressing, which I've seen going for tons. With that embossed cover, but it's the actual cover is in great shape. It's always a bit brutal when they use a white cover. I guess they didn't think about people collecting this 30 years after the fact, right? But it's a little dirty. But vinyl's in great shape, and it's got these prints on the sleeves. I like New Order more in the abstract, I guess, than actually listening to it. Like the best songs I love, like Ceremonies on here. I have friends who love them, and Joy Division and New Order fanatics, but I don't know, I can't get into it for more than maybe one or two songs at a time. And some of the New Order, that kind of makes sense, because it has a feel that it was dance music, so that's not surprising that it's not made to listen to over and over and over again. Okay, I must not have gotten this one from the guy on campus, but this is something I picked up. This is the Cedar Walton Trio. This is an Italian import. It's got Higgins on drums. Higgins is one of my favorite drummers. Funny enough, I just noticed this. It's got a misprint on the back. I assume this is on all of these. This is some Italian label from the 80s, 86, so who knows if this was a translation problem or just sloppiness. But I'm not saying that Italians are sloppy. I didn't mean to say that. Just people who make covers could be sloppy. So if there's an Italian listening, I don't mean that. But Billy Higgins, they say he's on bass. He's not on bass. He's on drums. But that's pretty laid back, actually. It's fine. I don't love it, actually, but I listened to it a couple times. And then this is one that I found from the campus discs that is a shocker to find. This is an original U.S. mono pressing deep groove on contemporary of Art Pepper plus 11 Treasury of Modern Jazz Classics. So the cover, it's a little dirty, but no writing on it, no tears. A little fading on the back, but you can certainly read Nat Hentoff's discussion just fine. So I would call that very good plus at least. The spine is still intact. You can read the title off of the spine. It's got a little indent there. And I mean, like, that's something about the font they use and the two-tone color there. My wife's a graphic designer, and I sometimes wonder if, like, the designers of that era, just the fact that they had to make do with primitive technologies, I wonder if they were just able to create these subtle little bits that look so iconic, or if it's just like an aging thing. Who knows? Maybe it's just in my mind this is iconic because I've seen what's come after. But the other thing is, I guess you gotta say, our Pepper was a handsome dude back in the day. I can totally see, you know, other than, you know, before he became strung out, and, you know, in his older years he looked pretty haggard. He was a handsome guy. He's in jail a lot, so who knows what that means. And then the vinyl is, I would say, near mint. The vinyl is, you know, again, it's the original Contemporary Records. Another great design, awesome design for a label. It's got the deep groove, the LKL stamped run out, and I mean dead wax. Songs on here, in principle, I should love. You know, it's got stuff by Dizzy. It's got stuff by Horace Silver. It's got, I think it's got a Monk track on here. Oh, maybe it doesn't have a Monk track. It's got a Sonny Rollins track. Oh, I thought it had a Monk track. Anyway, in principle, I should love it, but it's with a big band, and I somehow cannot get into big bands. Even Mingus only keeps my attention because of the eccentricities that pop out of the wall of sound of the big band. And this, to me, just ends up sounding like a saxophone soloing over top of a wall. And I can't really get with it. So I probably would like to trade this one for something more in line with my tastes. I don't know if I'll ever find anybody who you know, matches up with me for that. So, you know, if anybody has something of roughly equivalent value that's a bit more avant-garde in line with other stuff that I show on here, feel free to message me. Maybe we can work out a mailing back and forth of some records. Something that I've been looking for a long time now is the Jackie McLean One Step Beyond album. I think that one had a pre-Liberty release, but every single one I've seen has not only been a Liberty, it's been a blue United Artists, like the dark blue with the black, which I guess my opinion is, if I'm going to buy that, why not just buy a modern reissue or like an audiophile reissue or something. Probably going to be better vinyl, or buy a CD. If anybody wants to hit me up with a trade and likes the more big band sound, and Art Pepper, and wants probably a very, very rare quality copy of that record, we can work something out. All right, that's just a quick update. Only 9 minutes. So I will. I'm going to go talk to a guy about a whole box of classic blues records here over the weekend. I might go and meet a woman who's selling just tons of records. She doesn't seem to know what I asked if she had 50s and 60s jazz, and she responded, "Yeah, I got tons of oldies." So I don't know if she doesn't know what oldies means, or if she doesn't know what jazz means, but who knows? Maybe it'll be worthwhile. And a guy from Windsor, Ontario, next time I drive down to Detroit, claims to have some stuff I might be interested in. He's contacted me. So maybe I'll be showing off some lots before I leave Canada and go back down to Austin. So see you guys in the next few weeks.